Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, Rise United Church of Christ community. Today is World Communion Sunday, and our congregation gathered together in person to honor and celebrate the heritage of all of our members, and we shared in a meal that represented the heritage and migration stories of all of the people of our congregation. So you might want to take a moment to think about, where did your ancestors come from, and what kind of gifts did they bring you in terms of stories, memories, food, smells, and things of that nature that you brought with you to the United States. So I will just repeat for you a couple of highlights from our service in case you would like to also look into some of these as well. So we started with our call to worship. We gather today as the people of God, as a community of Christ's followers. We gather to share word and sacrament, to discern the ways of faithful service. Where in the world shall we serve our God? At home and school and business place, in this community and throughout every land. How in the world shall we serve our God? By working toward justice where there is oppression, by offering comfort where there is pain, by sharing love where there is hatred. Why in the world shall we serve our God? Because the Spirit beckons us, because Jesus calls us to enact our faith. Let us worship the one who calls us. Then we read together Acts chapter 2, verse 42 to 47. Then we read Galatians chapter 3, verses 26 through 29. Then we went to a website, and if you just Google Poverty USA quiz, you can take the quiz that we took together to learn about poverty across the United States. Then we read and discussed 1 Corinthians 12. And that was very interesting as well. So we talked through that. Then we took a quiz, could you survive in poverty? And what I will do is I will come on to the recording and I will post that link if you'd like to take that quiz. And what we did is we talked about hidden social norms that are carried on when you are a person who lives in poverty versus the middle class versus a wealthy person. And what are some of the cultures and traditions and things that are taught to you by your family, so that you can survive in that culture and that community. So that was an interesting discussion as well. We started to talk a little bit about, did we teach our children these things purposefully, or did they learn it through watching us, through our customs? And that was also quite interesting. And then we ended with a blessing from Cuba. May God prosper you. May your days be long and your nights serene. May your friendships honor you and your family love you. May you eat at your table, and may you be gathered in to God's embrace with a smile. So we're really glad that you were able to join us virtually today. Pastors Tracy and Kim are on vacation this week. That's why you have me, Stephanie Lang, current moderator of the Rise community. And if you also don't forget to check in our newsletter, we have a lot of exciting activities coming up, including a dinner together later in the month. We have a nature walk that we're going to be doing at Stony Creek Metro Park, along with a trip to the cider mill, and of course our in-person every Sunday here at St. Thomas Community Presbyterian in, I believe we're in Shelby Township. So don't forget to check on that, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Thank you so much for joining us.